And what is going on, guys? This is Bane 1960i for another really late update to the channel. You guys really have to bear with me. As you can tell by my really shabby looking floor here, you know, I'm financially inclined, as what is called nowadays. But what we're doing today is amongst watching some random stuff from Australia, burnouts, and proper burnouts. We're gonna go ahead and lay out my boss's son's Nissan 240SX universal turbo kit that he had bought online. This is actually a couple years old of a kit. So, and don't mind all the soda there. I'll just point that out right now. If you're not a friend of Jack Daniels and Dr. Pepper, you might want to check that out. But I'm not trying to advocate drinking here, guys. What I'm doing, I'm not even drinking. That's just regular soda, by the way. But anyway, it's Sunday. This is what is the main focus of today's video. I was just gonna mock up his turbo kit for him right quick and send him a video, or at least send him the message that he can actually check it out online. And my nail inside is this thing, but what can I say? I'm like 3,000 years young. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is finish getting the turbo piping out, or the intercooler piping out rather. I'm gonna mock up just like a basic routing, hook everything up, and then send them this video, or send them the link and let them know. So this video is gonna be pretty short because I'm just doing a straight recording to YouTube right now. This is the first time I've ever done this. I tried to go live a second ago, but apparently it told me something about I needed to be a 24-hour access before I actually go live, or something like that. Anyway, so we pretty much have everything we need. I couldn't find his turbo, how do you say, the flange that came with this. There's the flange for the housing here, just in case like we were gonna make our own manifold or exhaust manifold or whatever to mount to the turbo. But I had sourced this part off of I forget the name of the actual website, but that's where the wastegate's gonna be bolted to. As much as we're not gonna use any spring-loaded wastegate off the side turbo here. We're just gonna get a flange and mock this up if I don't get a piece of steel myself and cut it out myself. But yeah, this is the box that the actual that the actual manifold came in. USA Racing provided the manifold for the universal eBay turbo kit. As much as my boss, it's not that we're trying to buy cheap parts here, because as you can tell by the Haltech ECU, he clearly will spend the money on it. It's just we're trying to do money in the right parts, you know what I mean? So as I told him, we're gonna get him started, just turbocharge, get this stuff going as a super stock version of his car, which I've already did a little bit of research on this stuff, and it should make about 320 horsepower after everything's tuned. 0.50 AR. You gotta forgive me, I'm a nitrous guy. I'm learning the turbo world right now. I've turbocharged a few other vehicles before, but this is the first project I'm doing as if this were mine. I've turbocharged my own vehicle before, but that was a really ghetto junkyard build. I'm not even gonna go there right now. So yeah, I guess actually that's gonna be the end of the video. I just really wanted to quickly update you guys on this, as much as let's go ahead and take a walk around the outside. You know what? I got something for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the charger as I'm making the video, and we're gonna put this on. Let me put the phone down for a second. I did a few things to the Coupe recently. I know I've gone over that in the videos. Let's see. I just really wanted to get a walk around for the 4-door. I was driving that around. There we go. In the 4-door, I put the wheels back on it, or put the wheels on it rather than I had then on the Coupe. Oh, I gotta put the phone back down. because of the ground kit I have on the Coupe. It makes it a little bit more harder to put the negative terminal on. Let me see. I almost hooked it on the wrong way either way, so that's a good, I guess that's a good thing. Let's see. There we go. I have a fuse on the positive side anyhow, just in case, because I know my memory is bad. There we go. That made it easier. And there we go. So they're just loosely attached. That took a lot longer than it needed to be. Walk around the 4-door first, because I know I've got plenty of video of that. That's just going to be a surprise for right now. And isn't that weird how that's in my hand? Let's see. So the 4-door has been running pretty good recently, but the alternator is going out on it. So I need to go ahead and replace the alternator. But I mean, what can I say for AC and everything? I mean, this has been my work car since day one. That's why it's so beat up. This thing has been on so many construction sites. You guys have no idea. But I do not like the way it sounds. The exhaust is really rat roddy right now, so that's why it sounds like shit. I will admit it. It sounds like shit. But I put the exhaust together myself without a welder and some JB weld, so that should say enough. And guard dog Lola. But let's go ahead, and she doesn't mind this car anymore, right, Lola? Well, let's go ahead and do the real reason why I came outside, because I gotta finish doing the mock-up for my boss's son's turbo kit and send him this video. Well, this thing, I've tuned it a little bit more appropriately with the fuel pressure regulator by Oasis. I think we have this hooked up right now. Little, you know, if you know anything about audio, voltage stabilizers help, especially with the electricals on the car. You know, the ECU and everything, now it's activated. But yeah, I'm just giving you a basic tour right now. The new additions I've done. Oil catch can. Clearly it works. The bottle has been empty for forever now. I added that rail so I could add the 6 AM fittings and get the fuel pressure regulator going there. A proper fuel pressure regulator anyway. That's a new or 2 years old fuel filter. I need to replace that. Well, let's see how it sounds just the way this is now that the battery's charged. I just ordered some seats. I wish I had the time or thought of this before I started recording. We're gonna get some carbon fiber seats for this thing, so I may just go ahead and try to take this one out right now in a second. It'll take about like 5 minutes. I did not step on the gas. That's just how it starts. The AC is on. It's just the ECU's in like relearning mode because I had like I drained the battery out, or I didn't drain the battery drained out because of that stupid voltage regulator, but or stabilizer. But no, I have a lot more fuel in it right now than stock, so it revs high off the cold start. Well, actually it's running around about stock, because stock is supposed to be 44, so as you clearly saw it's about at 47. See if we were to come down. Stepping on the clutch. Oh, the AC's not on. Letting off the clutch. There we go. And all I did, I mean, I'm running a factory muffler. This muffler is huge. And you can see that it's fucking huge. head over there at the axle bag just so I could be like clever or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I figured, you know, this thing had 3 catalytic converters before. Now that I put the headers on, I don't know if you can see it right in there, but I put headers on it from the previous videos that y'all should have seen before. If not, go ahead and check those out. Forgive the language and the attitude before, but I was a little bit sick, I guess you could say. Getting a little bit better though. Anyway, yeah. Let's hear it rev a little bit, huh? And the intake does go all the way down to the front bumper. I do want to get my 94 front bumper back. This is a 93 front bumper, so it does not look anywhere near like my old car used to. But the filter is right there. And I have a cover for it. I have the other cover, so if it rains really, really bad, I can just put the cover on. But I actually do leave it off, and I've noticed that it doesn't even get wet. So I'm gonna rev it for a few seconds, just so you guys get an idea. Maybe I should try to fix this phone over here. So yeah, that's what an Acura Legend sounds like when it's properly tuned, mechanical wise. But anyway, I think I have a race coming up. Somebody's been bugging me lately. I don't mind all for racing, but we're gonna do it on a closed course. Closed course. So you know, you guys don't be trying to do stupid shit on the street. Like seriously though, if you know nobody, just do it on the track. But yeah, take your time when you're doing your fucking builds, because if you do it by yourself and you know what you're doing, eventually you can build something pretty cool. This has taken me like the culmination of like maybe a decade's worth of knowledge that I've like driven these cars for about 10 years straight. So yeah, this isn't my first rendezvous with an Acura Legend. It just so happens that I have the 6-speed now, that it makes it worth me making these videos and like taking long and explaining this stuff to you. But nevertheless, I will be getting a GoPro really soon. The talking will be minimal as much as the driving will be there. I'm like barely tapping the gas and the AC's on. So there we go. Now I don't have to talk all loud because the AC is all blasting in my face. But yeah, believe me guys, the driving footage is coming up. The GoPro will be in hand. And as fast as I turbocharge my boss's son's Nissan 240, which shouldn't take me long, that is going to be one of the races that you will see in the upcoming channel. Again, that's barely tapping the gas. It seems like it gets a lot of fuel from down low. Well, I stepped on the clutch, step off the clutch, barely tapped the gas right as the way I just did a second ago. Barely moves. A little bit off. I know this is like the burning questions. That's the only reason I'm narrating. So I'm about to foot to the floor just for like a second. Like literally just to the floor. That's what it sounds like when I actually try to rev it to the floor. But again, just as a stab. If I punched you in the face as fast as I stabbed that throttle, you probably would not have a head anymore. But, you know, that's not the idea. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. I will have some driving footage really soon. I want to race that thing first. That has been running very well lately, but I need an alternator for it. But the battery keeps dying. So yeah, we'll see what happens. This has been Bane 196 CI. You guys have a great day. Out.